Hey everybody, it's now Thursday, Pillars of Eternity Day. Let's do this. Alright. I'm trying to remember where I last left off. What was it doing? Probably getting killed again. It happens. Oh, yes. Let's see what the ghost here. Alright, then I had this guy here. Yeah, this guy, I remember, he was, not easy. He beat me up real bad. Man, these minions beat me up first. I think breaking this early and going in there and beating him up is what really gets the whole thing started. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, why not? Do that another shot. No, you're Merwald, blah blah blah. Or you read all that. The Watcher, I met a woman, Gilda Vale, who thought you could help me. I was told I'm a Watcher. Yeah, that guy's pretty useless. I don't know how the chants exactly work or if they do anything cool. I was accosted by the spirits on my way here. What do they want? No, forgive me. I says it over and over again. Blah, 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 blah. If I'm awakened to my past life, how would that happen? I think this is where he fights me. Brace for the fire. Blah, blah, blah. This is why the gods don't tear it apart. You speak in riddles. I don't have the patience to... Someone caused this. Statement key. We pray. Hold on, I know you well. Your actions were seen. You sort of betray us in the Audrey Land thieves. I'm not going to betray anyone. Your betrayal is for nothing. Oh, jeez. Small wind blight. I farted, I guess. I don't know. Where'd this come from? What's this? Oh, that's the ghost pig. Bonuses to fortitude and will. Why is he running? Pray. And you beat somebody up. You... Mind Blast is useless, if I remember correctly. What the heck? Why are you going over here? Ah! That hurt. Heal. Sweet. Oh, jeez. Why does everything that hit him destroy his, was it his willpower or his, endurance? I don't get it. Everything hits him. Endurance hit, endurance hit. Oh, that's right. He slowly heals himself, doesn't he? What a B word. Ha ha ha! I've got like 5 people beating on you. Recover from that, Dinglewing. Monk Super Fists. Let's see. Oh, he's already killed 2 of the skeletons. Oh, holy F. I think I bit off more than I could chew with this one. And he's casting healing. 2 more magic missiles at him. Oh! Ooh, almost got him. I am so lucky he turned around and decided, I'm going to go fight the skeletons, not you guys. And well, he beat on him with this 2-handed sword. Man, that Justice Sword, worth every penny. There's a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to somehow more breathable, as though yielding to the conquering invader. Malward's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There is something unique about this soul in this place. A bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable. Palpable to you. I'm going to talk today. As though even in death, the keep knows its former master. And the former master remembers this keep. What was the point of that sonnet? Speak out to the restless. Repair the rope binding. Here is an eternal warden. Sever the rope, allowing Melwin to pass from the world. Rope on the entity of the rope itself, siphoning knowledge from the... Oh. There's the good guy response. There's the really evil guy response. And then the evil guy response. I do like this idea here, though. Give me your knowledge. I'm greedy. I'll be nice. Hovers near you. A vortex of strife and discord. But there is something else there beneath it. Something like relief. His soul passes through one of the walls and is gone. What do I get? Oh, there's Grimoire. Ooh. Spells. I will give that to him. Primal Flame. Right click for details. Okay. Let's take it. Primal Wind. Let's check this out. Ooh, chests. Gotta love them chests. Nummy num. I mean, what man doesn't like a good chest? Bigger the better. Sometimes I make myself laugh. Well, he's dead. What's over here? Giant beetles. Why are there giant stag beetles here? Oh, those are stag. Those are, No, those are stag, yeah. Alright, she's getting ready to go down. Huh! Already reloading. Pull that staff out. Oh, pulled that through. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. That is super annoying. So I've noticed every time I have a character die or whatever, it unselects them from the party. So then I gotta reselect them and have them join again. Let's rest here, because I know I'm gonna get wang-dangled if I don't. Alright. Grab all that. Golden Pack Knight, Looter. Who the heck are these geniuses? Well, the cool part is, because they're people, I can mind control them. You're my best friend. Let's see. I control him again. That staff is devastating. Why? How is this looter healing himself? Just kill him already. Come on, guys. Pink, 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 pink. Loot all that. Tons of stuff to sell. Yay! Oh, lovely. Giant spiders. Man, it is really nice when guys have coordination. Why does that guy have a bubble above his head? What is that? Alright, so this would be great if it had like a little tooltip here and told me what that is. Why did he just go invisible for a brief second? Oh, he's going underground. Oh, Joys of Occasion is a character and he has to have magic to hurt him. Gotcha. Or a hammer or something. Beetle shell. I'm going to go ahead and save my game here. Can I please stop running across giant spiders and stuff? That's boring. I also like spiders. Spiders aren't bad. They kill the mosquitoes. There's health recover. Yay, some spider legs, not to be used with crab legs. Oh, looks like we got some Zanrips, not kobolds. Definitely not kobolds, no. Oh no, they're going after the bard. Oh no. Oh, he's getting jacked up. And I'm out of campfires. Man, my main character gets wasted so easily. What's this? Minor bracers with deflection. So is she wearing bracers with deflection? Yeah, she's wearing bracers with deflection 5. I'll give them to him. Alright. Anything here worth taking? Look, a hidden door. I actually had the skill to see. Repels the movement within. Okay. Alright, let's save my game again, because I'm pretty jacked up. Imagine there's probably more here to see with more stuff. I don't know, I'm going to save my game here. You've run across the trap. Boom! Everybody's dead. Oh, the party of looters. No, it's spiders. Okay. Ah! Nobody told me Shelob was going to be here. I'm switch over to ranged attacks. Do you have any... Oh, that's right. He replenished. You do prayers. And you during your bard song? Yeah, so I don't... if somebody could leave a message in the bottom of how these work and how I can get this guy to actually work, I'd really appreciate that. How do you summon 3 skeletons? Oh, Oberich. Let's see. Piercing weapon. Damage 1. Spider Venom Sac. I'll take that all. Alright, save my game here. I don't remember what this purple button is. Focus 15. Oh, that's right. Oh, joy. Looks like there's a dungeon over here. Yeah. I'll explore it later. My characters need to rest. I'll go back and tell the lady at the chair that, dude died, moved on. Ooh, stuff. I had to pick up more campfires. So you should be able to forage campfires, because any idiot can collect supplies and wood out in the wilds. Combination of twigs for starters and actual mainline logs. All you have to have is have an axe. And the characters clearly have axes. She's gonna be mad, isn't she? I'm Lord of the Keep now! You're my food! Ow! I felt no one's passing. You slew him. He gave me no choice. The steward is silent for a moment. The air seems to chill. It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master. Long as it had one, it has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Merlin's successor now, whether you care for it or not. The dubious honor, that's the way to put that, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it would be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day, will you stay? I must go to the city defense in search of the queen. I've always wanted to know my own keep. You know, it's a little cursed. Ah, I like that. You feel the same emanation of warmth and energy in the air. Then it is yours, my lord. I cannot begin to tell you how glad, that is, how good it is to know that the keep is in capable hands once again. I suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay, for supplies, there has been a complication of a kind. The Eastern Barbicane collapsed decades ago. The Morrowind never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before he became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what I am but the master's instrument. It would take time, but far less than finding another route to the Defiance Bay. How do you repair the Barbicane? Morrowind set aside materials for the Barbicane, and they are still available to you in the future. If you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we will need coin and supplies and labor. What does the Master of Cade New entail? Why, there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining the keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you. Of course, part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided that we've been given instructions. If you instruct me, on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are completed. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. That's cool. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep secretly in turn, these will become less of a concern. I'll just murder him. I am here to rob your... That's done. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to keep, and then there are other things. Was there anything else, my lord? What did you mean when you said this keep was cursed? Malwood's curse was his own. A watcher, I've been calling the Witchers, dear lord. A watcher's curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather, far beneath it. Oh. At least, such has been the conclusion drawn by all who come to this place, for what spirits still linger in the endless paths of the speak of a master's bellow. Every effort to settle here has failed. From time to time, our Adrian colonists onward, beasts rise from the endless paths until new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below this master does not tolerate rivals. It seems I have seen from time to time intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. For this is the force which has kept Cade Nell a barren ruin, and robbed me of my hopes. In endless paths. That, my friend, is where I must go. Where we must go if you will go with me. Whatever devil lies beneath, think to what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Edrin. Is it Adrian or Adrian? Or something else. I could be mispronouncing it. Oh, what are the endless paths? The endless paths of Oh No. That is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl, we warned by the Glenfathers that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, it is said, by a powerful Engwithan. Engwithan? They've said that before, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Named Odno, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels in with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnel stretches. A few who have ventured there have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasures. The promises of Edred's relic alone has drawn many fortune seekers. To their deaths, I fear. Awesome. More money. Oh, that's what those looters were. They went down there to go, oh, okay. Who is the master of the below? Oh, excuse me. I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the endless path. What the? Oh. I can't imagine much remains of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more. But what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. Oh, you may have seen while below the hand of the great statue now constructed. Perhaps it is a statue of Odnow himself. Oh, how crazy would it be if he was just a giant walking hand? That'd be awesome. But am I not the master of Kaid now? Of course you are. The keep would have no other. But the endless paths are a different thing, certainly. It is unfortunately rarely that they are so closely intertwined. And if the master below is not dealt with, there will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know it is much to take in, but you would remain if you would be lord of this place. Then I can only advise you to seek out this foe before it destroys you. I have other questions. Trying to find this queen of the city of... You must know this queen you're looking for. Defiance Bay has no queen. Oh my lord. I apologize. It's late. Has no queen. The McQueens of the Adair haven't reigned here since the war. Oh. The only queen with the power there is Wodreka. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor. But I was never able to see it. Well, you're... Oh, that's right. She was a person and they merged her with the keep, so now she's stuck being the... What do they call that? I think it's a codger or something? Somebody... Basically a person who maintains the keep. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbicane. What the heck is a Barbicane? You can only tell me with your wish to do... Baron kept a ledger as it happens, and I have taken liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish. Let me see what repairs I can make. Then we'll get underway at once. The steward voices Bales a giddy excitement. No, my lord, that this is but the first and the last, and least, pardon me, of a great many undertakings the Lord supported, a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and the walls bring you wealth and recognition. Drawing people to your service, rebuilding the defenses will keep the grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Melward's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I am pledging to you aid. And so long as you are a master here, we should always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Whatever you travel may take you. You can make your will known to me if you wish, but reach out. But first, of course, the Barbicane. What the heck is this? 2 crowns. Plus 2 miscellaneous. Security. Eastern Barbicane. I'm debating leaving him here. He's an idiot. I'll wait till I have more people. Except for now. So this is irritating. I now have to collect money to do this. Collect money to buy equipment. Collect money to buy camping gear. Collect money to... This is a way to slow the player down in most video games to keep you playing it longer. I hate this. Oh, okay, so that's 2 days to finish. Alright. Can I sleep here? That is my keep now. Okay, alright. Oh, it unlocked the stronghold tab. Okay, cool. Huh. Can I go in the keep over here and sleep? Oh, sorry, it's over here somewhere. Oh, there's the hand. I didn't recognize it before. I thought that was just stone ridges. So, but I do love, having a keep to build up and stuff like that. That was the one thing I hated about the Baldur's Gate game. They didn't go far enough, and I loved the Inquisition system for Dragon Age. It's a shame that game turned into toasted garbage, and that's putting it lightly. Yeah, that game was complete garbage, like absolute. I mean, I tried playing it with a friend of mine, and we just. I think eventually he returned the game, and I was like, let's just say we beat it and didn't. Because that was a game that just beat us. Like, it got so repetitive. How do I get out of here? There used to be a... there we go. Okay. So let's go back to the Gilded Village. Or Gladed, pardon me. Why can't I... Oh, God, I gotta find an exit. Lesai. How did I get in here before? Oh, okay, the doors are there. I just couldn't see it from the fog of war there. Okay. One day to complete the journey. That should be 2 days. And I can tell it to start building the keep. I need more party members. I do. A villager. How close am I to leveling? That's a good question. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, free sleep. What's better than paying for a room? Nothing. Paying nothing for a room. Yeah, that was one thing Skyrim didn't go far enough in. Skyrim was fun to play. I hated the fact when you built your little cubby or whatever they call it, your little mansion, there was nothing you could do. Bright Hollow restoration completed. So is she using ghosts and stuff like that to rebuild this place? That's pretty bitchin', by the way. That's pretty awesome. Ho ho! Nice little keep. Not keep, but a tavern. Does anybody work in here? Oh, they didn't fix up the tavern. I thought I told them to do that. Alright, whatever. I always thought it was really cool to see the old castles and stuff like that. Like, I got to see... what was it? There's that famous church in Florida that was brought over brick by brick by brick to Florida to be built there. I got to see that. That was pretty cool. What was really cool is they had stone chairs there that were designed to be perfectly comfortable. Like, there was a dude who spent decades crafting these chairs made of stone, and they were comfortable. They actually fit your butt and then held your butt up. It was the most, well, I wouldn't say the most comfortable chair I've ever sat in. That was a pretty comfortable chair. Most comfortable chair I've ever sat in? Old leather Lazy Boys. 100%. Old leather Lazy Boys. Don't know why those are the most comfortable, but the really old, made of real leather with Lazy Boys. So good. So great. You could sleep on them. You could just stretch out on them. You could lay down. They were great. Lord, were they fantastic. What's the status of the keep? Where to begin? Let's see here. Restoration construction. Okay. Three days to complete. I forgot to buy friggin' camping gear. Fiddlesticks. That's a must. You have to have camping gear in this game. Wish I had more of him. He's pretty badass. Where's Defiance Bay? "18 hours of travel." Oh, so I've started playing D&D, and I'm playing an artificer. So I want to be an armored artificer. And, oh, better fact. Oh, this has got to be all the people who chipped in. And so I'm playing an artificer, and I want to be a artificer that's a heavily armored artificer with a crossbow, a heavy crossbow, and just start gunning things down as I come across them. And I was reading about the armored thing, like, oh, every turn you can replenish your what was it? Your spent temporary hit points. Who's this tool? Sagnay and Utnak. Why, hello. Dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides. Leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down. Her eyes darken by the thick stripe on her face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead. Oh, those are... she means to kill somebody. So when bone that's been sharpened properly, when it gets inside the body, doesn't come out. It just... Oh, there's a reason why you can't use wood ball, bone arrows, or anything like that on a person. It's gross what happens to you. It's absolutely gross. Also, making them means you have the intent to kill someone. Don't make them. Scrimshaw handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on her bare figurine between her feet. But what? She seems a little too crazy for me. That's far beyond me. There's nowhere to go there. A large white furred fox. That's a fox. White furred fox, standing at her heels, looks up at your approach. I've been to a bow. What anime was that where the foxes went bow wow? I can't remember. I'll look it up later. Easy, Utmark. It's not him. Your ex-husband? Who are you waiting for? Short Vision? You said that, not me. I read it, but... I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see... I'm back to my original conversation point of she is too much for me to handle. That I can't fix that. Your friend is supposed to meet you here? That's what you got from that sentence? That's what you got? That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff. He claimed he was made from dragon bone. But I know white wood when I see it. She rolls her eyes and shakes her head. That should have been my first clue. But I had to try something. Back up. What does this stranger have to do with your friend? The long vision, here we go. Her shoulders raise and fall as she takes a deep breath. I'm from an island to the far south called Nastik. Nasikt. I came here looking for the village elder, a man known as Persog. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Perskik's trail is cold, to say the least. Why can't you find him? There can't be that many people in Deerwood, pardon me. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part. Did I? I'm looking for the latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. What? How long have you been looking for Pusk? 5 years. So this world has reincarnations. The guy's been reincarnated. You've waited 5 long years to find him. You're talking about something that could take you lifetimes to find. So you've been searching for 5 years for a stranger you barely remember who could be anyone now. She gives you a slow, thoughtful nod. That about sums it up. Must be an important duty. Actually, I know how you feel. Sounds like a waste of time. Why do you have to find Prusk? She smells wearily. There's more of a campfire tale I'm not quite ready to get into it. Actually, I know how you feel. She cocks an eyebrow. Then you have my sympathies. Hopefully, you've got a better lead than I do. She looks at the Adra figurine in the dirt. How does a statuette figurine figure into it? All right. She dusts the figurine on her trousers, then raises it to her small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished Ager is worn to a dull mat, along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emits from within. Cute, isn't it? It belongs to Pierce before he returned to the wheel. He left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later. As she holds it to... Alright, so if there is an eternal wheel that everybody gets ground on, how do you make more people? Do they grind... When it grinds them, does it split the souls in half or something? What... If somebody could explain that, I'd appreciate that. As she holds out to you, you feel wisps of sensation, not quite memories, but traces of someone. When I left Mystique, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Pusk, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached to the deer wood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others, it shines nice and bright. For a few hours. But most of the time, it's just like this. It's the person's a traveler, clearly. Maybe it's broken. Push could be farther away still. I could take a look at it. She eyes you cautiously. I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because someone's so-called watcher from Forked Vale told me he could take a look for a few golden dunes, of course. I was on my way out of the Bale Marsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. She shrugs. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him a dire figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I gave him 5 golden dukes... That makes me laugh. A golden duke. To lift the shroud, he told me to seek a crossroads in the field between the wolf's lair and the twining trees. Go on. He thought he was being vague, but I knew the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place. Right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I had already left an arrow in his knapsack. As a friendly warning. I told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess I had the last laugh after all. Well, alright. May I see the figurine? She looks at the 8-hour bear and then back to you, her eyes narrowed. Why? I'm a real watcher. She chuckles. You expect me to believe that? After the story I just been told? I mean it. Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster. She hands you the figurine. Her chapped knuckles glazed your hand. She watches you watches you examine it wary but cautiously. You raise the Adra bear, turning it to the light as your eyes catch a tiny glinting scratch, pardon me. The scenery around you melts away. Oh, God. Your perception's not high enough. You gotta have a high perception. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. That is the dumbest thing on the planet. I would rather have the Baldur's Gate dice roll than that. And the fact that the people who did Baldur's Gate went with that makes me want to play that game even more now. I still haven't beaten it because it's just that large. I don't have the time anymore. I mean, I'm doing this so my friend can see me play this game that he bought me years ago, I think. Oh, man. You're standing on a cliff overlooking water, seeing the eyes that aren't your own. You catch the masked beasts amidst the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You'll look down just long enough to see a sharp, pale cliff drop into the water hundreds of feet below you. I see a vision of a cliff high over the water. Does it sound familiar? Your question is greeted with a shrug and silence. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff. She looks at the Adra bear herself, turning it a few times. Oh, what are you talking about? She looks back at you. What just happened? I told you. I am a watcher. She blinks at you a few times. Calculating. I know this sounds strange, but it's the truth. You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you. Come with me. I've got other business in the area, and we can look for Persk on the way. Sarah looks at you, her arms folded across her chest. If this is your idea of a joke, you may be stuck with me for a while. She tucks the figurine into her pouch, and her fox stands shaking its pale coat. Lead the way. Oh, sweet. You look like a trustworthy fellow. Come with us. Oh, best D&D movie ever. An intelligence of 9? Outrageous! Now, what can she do? That's the good question. And where's she located in my formation? Let's see. She's got an enchanted bow, armor. I'll throw that in my keep. Can she only wear light armor? Is that a thing in this game? Light, heavy armor, and whatnots? I'll throw the cat in the keep. I don't need it. I wish I could turn off helmets. They don't do anything. They're just for looks. Aquabus. Fine warbow, 16 to 24. It's a property accurate too. This is just property fine. I don't know. What's her dex? I'll do that for now. Because I want to have her do more damage. I want her to fire ballistic missiles. But what's... dex? Dex of 11? You're a ranged-based character and you're a dex 11? How? What? Okay. Or is perception used for ranged weapons? Might, damage, and healing. Oh, okay. Alright, now I have the insane dwarf in my party. With her fox thing. That is too large to be a fox. It'll take 4 hours to get to Defiance Bay. Who are these guys? History containing the essence of the man's soul. Voices from... No, I'm not playing that game. Oh, look, it's somebody else who's got a crazy past. It's his past life. Welcome to Defiance Bay, but watch yourself in our city. I took an arrow to the knee. Complete Act 1! Defiance Bay is a city heart of Darwin. There's a new seams on the brink of another refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by the Wadesman legacy. Hoping for the relief within the city walls and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protect and to heckle. Protest and heckle, pardon me. Calling for an end of the amenity. Their duke in the city of... Can I scroll up? All right, what genius thought that was a great idea? The capital of the capital of the country. I'm sorry. It's tired. I'm very tired. It's been a very long week. Very, very, very long week, and I apologize, everybody. Long ago, incinerated god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate. I can't replay it. Hold on. And this has brought the divine wrath upon us. Rome's arms are crossed, and his mouth is set in a grim frown. He watches the gathering protest. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. Now in this town, you picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All the refugees feeling the frontier and finding a legacy, no better here. It's the Animancers Margan Scorchum, and they nest in the city like rats. You mark my words, though. Us dozens are gonna put a stop to it. What are you doing here? He gestures the crowd, which buzzes with anger and chatter. Try to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting animancers dangerous liberties. What do you know about animancy? It's a study of manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Adrians at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can say about them. If you don't study something, you don't know about something. You don't know about something, you don't know how to fight it later if it's necessary to fight it. Ignorance. It's not like magic chanting, or the soul reading those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Angwithan's times. I don't understand why you can't play an Animancer and have zombies falling around. That'd be kind of cool. Or some sort of constructed minion. Which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with the old Edgewithan artifacts. Angwithan. Kana raises a fist to cough discreetly into it. Half-truths, all. But his enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. He shakes his head. Trouble is, the Animancers got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit to it. Well, that's probably true. That's why you study things. Our empathetic friend is correct about that, about one thing, at least. About the dozens. I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay. I'm done talking to this idiot. I'm not over here. Can I go around here? Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. Past the guards. Whee! What are you doing in my house? Robbing it blind? You weren't using that stuff, right? That was my meal. That was my cheese. My whole wheel. I already ate it. How did you eat a wheel of cheese? No. Could I get a room? I'll order some refreshments. Oh, this is a lively place. And it was founded in the early days of the Darewood independence by the traveling scholar named Earl of Levi. He wanted a place where kith of all backgrounds could gather and hash out the issues facing their new country. He rests his elbows on the polished wood of the bar. It didn't take long for the place to fill up. Brickenberry atrocities... aristocrats. Atrocity, yes. Aristocrats argue with dock workers from the guilt, while soldiers wrangling with politicians. Dear Woodians have never been known to turn down an argument. Takes a sip from a tiny cup. What happened next? Soon, kith were coming from the farm and settlements too. I waves at the door as if expecting a crowd to hustle in. This place has gotten more popular with the Valian sailors than the salty mast. And that was the problem. He drinks his cup. No matter what people say about mindedness, fair-mindedness, and civil debate, there's only so much people will tolerate. Oral found himself on the wrong side of the argument with the wrong Thane, and when he disappeared a few days later, some say it was the work of the Thane. He shrugs, spreading his hands over the bar as he surveys the room. But Earl knew which way the wind is blowing. If you ask me, he skipped town, hid out somewhere, hoping for the rational minds to prevail in Defiance Bay. If only I could see it now. I'll get a room. Ah, he's charging me money. Cheapest room. Let's take a look at the keep. Notations. Main keep construction started. It takes 3. I wish it had a countdown here. Oh, it does. Curio shop. Nope. Some random mercenary. That miserable bastard. Sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her, and watching it furiously. It's a wedding ring. It's about the size of a coin, and wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams her half-empty cup down on the table. You look like you could use another drink. I'll get there. She takes a long drink from the glass, just trying to calm down, and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Something foolish? She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you'll leave at least. Kinara looks up at you, and lamplights falls across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. There's something I need to give to my fiancé. Pernisk. What is with these weird names? Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends. And they're not exactly pleasant company. Who hit you? She shakes her head. I know how this looks. But you don't understand. It's not like Pernisk. It's these new friends of his. They brought out the worst in him. They're the new friends. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool. I know what it means. What does it mean? A person makes me leave when they show up. But it's obvious what they come to do. To swing? Last time they came, I told them to get out, let them have their fun somewhere else, in the gift. Guilt? Is that GIF or GIT or GLT? That font makes it so hard to tell. I think it's the guilt. That's from this point on, it's being pronounced as the guilt. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere else in the guilt, but not under my roof. She scowls and winces. Her fingertips gently probe her bruise. Stuff changes you. Oh, they're doing drugs. I guess the person I knew wouldn't have squashed a spider. I never thought he'd... She trails off, still feeling the swollen, discolored flesh. I thought Swift made people lie around, not do much. Maybe I could go talk to him. Here shrugs. I don't really know. Seems better than believing he's always been that way. Maybe I go talk to him. Her hand rests on the table and she clenches it into a white-knuckled fist. There is nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just want to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand and a ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandmother's? Oh, darling, you get to keep that. That's yours now. Even after this, I don't have a heart to sell it off, but if I go back there myself, I know what'll happen. I lose my temper, and I'll probably wind up with another one of these. She points at her bruise. But I've heard you're trustworthy. If you give this back to him, he'll know we're done. I'll take the ring to Priscus. I'll even find another messenger. Yeah, I'll take the ring. Why not? Free experience. She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just please, don't hurt him. As furious as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. Oh. I was going to murder someone. These look like adventurers. I'll talk to them in a minute. I'm going to go solve some problem with a couple people with black teeth. Boop. Yeah, so the one mechanic I don't like is the soul reading. There's so many different ways you could use that. I don't need to have it tell me that some guy was a marmot in other life, and while being the marmot, he found that marmalade tastes delicious. I don't need that. That is the one thing I detest in this game. Let's clear that other house. It's got to be a keep of some sort. Oh no, that's prison hovels. Gonna go kill me old wife abuser. Gonna go kill me old wife abuser. Alright, everyone knows the plan. Up the wall, in the window, grab the jewels for Liberty of the Lord. We got it. Listen, dwarf. I have to... Like, we have company. Greetings! The dwarf eyes you suspiciously and hides his pistol behind his back. You, looking for someone? Because this isn't the best. Rounds the dwarf's idiot. They're probably with the Crucible Knights. You made a grave mistake coming here. He raises his blade. Oh, jeez Louise. Alright, let's go ahead and mind control some poor bastard. You, Slig! Cast a prayer. You sling some spells. That guy right there, that's a good one. You do your jig. Kill him. I'll pull out the pistol. Blammo! Switch over to the Sword of Justice. Alright, have him attack here. Oh, wait. You. Kablammo! The Thief's Letter. Our contact inside Raymount's Manor will leave a second-story window ajar. He's confirmed the location of the heart of the White March in a hidden chamber. Get your crew together and head to the Brickenberry before Lord Bedmont moves the jewel. A.D. Uh-oh. Someone is a thief. 2-story thief job. Oh man, these are loaded. I had to think, if these dudes just were like, well, yeah, you know, we're bards. I'd have just like, yeah, sure, cool. Ooh. Dunwood Road. Alright. I'll just let it keep for now. Who puts muddy blueprints on their... Gross! Thank you. I'll take those. I'll take that too. Oh! Trap triggered. Bloodstone, silver. Ooh. Crafting stuff. To make cooler crafting stuff. I hope that wasn't the guy. I just walked in, the guy was like, "You're dead!" Bam! Oh, where's your wedding ring? She said it was to the north of there. It's probably over here somewhere. Or here. Nope, nope, nope. All that is a big old fat nope. You know, alright, so they've got random tooltips on stuff. There'd have been a cool tooltip to put here that said, you know, so on and so on, he did X, Y, and Z. We will never forget him. Oh, is this it? Go down here, top floor is off limits. Why is the top floor off limits? That seems like it's one of those moments where the dude would threaten me after I asked that question. Like, why is it off limits? Ooh, more lockpicks. Thank you. This is probably it. I'm going to save my game here. Just because the outcome is not favorable to me. This will require a proper key. More oil. Oh, how did I set double speed? I did it last time by accident. Let's face a short order, but... books, write books. Ah, it's a mage college. Okay. I'm not a mage. I'm a psychic. I will not let this game beat me. I will not let this game beat me. So where the heck is this lady's house? Two-story job, his old self. Probably it. Prunsk. The betrothed ring the prince gave her. Going next to the marketplace in Copper Lane. She says just to the north of here. Okay, so how do I get to Copper Lane? You have artichoke heads for your pillars, but you don't have a single artichoke tree in the area. It's just like the Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, that top part is supposed to be a turnip. A justiciar. Oh, was that place the market? I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to get really tired here. Okay, so this is the place that's the bar. So it's between there and the marketplace. So sorry. So I'm guessing this is the marketplace. Where the heck is this lady's house? Next to the marketplace. Open grappling hook. Some mercenaries guild? Sorry, I'll be going. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself from what? This dude's a mercenary captain? Oh, Lord. The man before you flashes a toothy and rather unpleasant grin. Well now, a new face. Welcome, friend. Name's Purnisk. And this, he gestures the old room around you, is my humble abode and place of business. Perception 12 required. And I do hope you're in here to do some business. He glances at the nearby guards. What business is exactly? If you have to ask, Purnisk smirks, let's be clear. You go running to the guards, you're going to regret stepping foot in this place. In fact, I'd put even odds on you regretting every decision you made in your life to leave you standing in front of me right now. His face shivers with a quick, unreadable emotion, but you stay smart and figure we can end up very good friends. You can ask my previous customers. They'll vouch for my supply, he grins. I keep it simple. If you have the coin, I have the Swiv? The Swiffer. He has the Swift. You're free to make use of the premise so long as you don't do anything stupid. And you don't get to tangling with the other customers. Now, Kurt claps his hands together. What can I get you? He just takes the ring and turns it around in his fingers. Nice. What's this for? You don't recognize the wedding ring, the wedding band I gave Kierna? Kierna says, oh, yeah, I see now. She's making a statement. Is she? Good. Good riddance to her. Then sorry I've spent the coin to begin with. Wow. Now, is that all? Seems she cared for you. Why are you doing this? Plenty of stars in the sky. Tell her to go set up a salty mast if she's feeling lonely. Bernard shrugs. Maybe at her own. Maybe and her. Me and her are done. My God. Seems a difficult thing to forget. Giving your grandmother's ring to someone? Maybe she's just not worth remembering. Eh? Bernard snorts. Well, you're playing lapdog for her and all. Why don't you go back and tell her to keep clear of here? How dare you hate your own fiancée? How can you live with yourself? She was asking for it. Pernix growls. Sort of like you right now. Maybe you ought to quit digging around in affairs that don't concern you. Me, I've got a business to get back to. He points to the door. Oh, points. Door's that way. Something's not right here, and I don't plan to leave here until I find out what's going on. There's like 15 mercenaries here. Let's talk about something else. That's it for now. What a great guy. Oh, it is directly north of there. I was thinking it looked like some sort of mercenary college. Clearly I was wrong. Go figure. Alright, let's go talk to her. Tell her I've given the ring back. Why? Allah seems lost in thought. He flinches up when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth. Jones, what can I do for you? You've been acting strange. As if twitching into a flat smile. A crumbling castle, abandoned memories, and an old man who could no longer tell them from reality. I'd say I've seen some rather strange things. He watches you carefully, and if Merwold is to be believed, it would seem you are an uncertain future ahead. I don't know what to think. He was out of his mind. I don't play stock in the ramblings of a lunatic. Snugs his cloak about his shoulders, glancing at you out of the corner of his eye. Perhaps Defiance Bay holds some answers we need. I want to discuss something else. That's all. I'll talk to them in a minute. Kira looks up at you as you approach. What happened to Peg? Did you give him the ring? Not yet, I'll get back. What? I gave him the ring. mercenary, refugee. Are there constables I can talk to? Oh, excuse me. Alright, well, so it looks like I gotta talk to him anyways. Actually, it's almost 2 hours. I am gonna go ahead and start saving my game and packing up for the night. So the keep thing is really cool. I like this. This is a really cool function. It's really simplistic, but simplicity is always welcome. Something straightforward and just easy to get and just consume. Security too. That dwarf girl was definitely a strange fellow. I don't really know what to say there. She's just a bit bizarre. It'll be interesting to see how she interacts with the party and what's going on there. How crazy she actually really is. But yeah, no. I do want to see what happens next in this game. I do want to see where the characters go. I like this guy's story. I hate him as a character. He is a terrible fighter. But he's really cool. It's like the guy's really cool to talk to. But you know, he's an absolute weakling and could not put up in a fist fight. When if you were like in a bar with that dude, and that dude was like, "Oh, by the way, I was wondering what the world was actually really like turned upside down, and so I researched this and turned myself upside down for 24/7. And then all the blood rushed to my forehead, then I passed out. And then I realized something crazy happened." So that guy will go in those kinds of stories like that, but the second he bumps into somebody in the bar, the dude's like, "What's your way?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I dust you off." And the dude just breaks his face. He's absolutely useless in combat. Great person to talk to, useless in combat. She is completely buggo nuts. 100%. I dare say if these two had a kid, the donut effect would happen and the kid would be perfectly normal. That's not a compliment. They'd be like, "Oh, father, I've cleaned my room today." And he'd be like, "You're not my son!" Oh, cute stuff like that. So yeah, I don't rate today's episode very highly with these dumb things that happen in it, but close to leveling. Leveling is always a plus in my book. I can't wait to play this again next Thursday, and I can't wait to see what happens next. All right, everybody. Well, on that note, stay safe and stay classy.